Hi, everybody. Welcome to your weekly marketing call. My name is Lee Honish. Today we are doing the first of what I'm going to try. What is it? 12 weeks. What are we in? We're in October, November, December. So 8, 9, 10, probably 10 weeks of brand new marketing pieces. And today is the test on the postcard, and I'm going to go through it and explain. You had to be on the call today to be a part of the test group. There are approximately 42 people that were available for that test piece. And if you're watching this on a replay, because we have 100 and some odd people, what are you doing? And don't ask for the link. In fact, blow up Derek's email and see if you can get him to give it to you. See, I'm not doing it because I will know that these people will know how to do it because they're going to all ask me questions because they were all on the call. They made an hour out of their day for me. All right. So here is quote unquote my genius on an automated marketing system. The discussion actually started with Doug and Tina, and they wanted to try postcards. What I don't understand about postcards is they're 0.5%. Or, I don't want to get into real technical stuff, but I will. Postcards have a 0.5% result, maybe 1% on a given day, maybe higher on another day, right? But the simple reality is that it doesn't have an extraordinarily high result rate to make it sort of warm and fuzzy, in my humble opinion. So I'm going to give you my recommendations. This is not, I wrote out 10 of these and nobody called. That's not how a postcard works. I understand the semantics and the working systems of generally, it's going to sound a little gratuitous on my part, but I think I understand every marketing process there is on the planet. I actually understand the psychology, the branding, the messaging. I understand the companies that they use. I study all of them. It is my job to be that person. So I do. And that's what helps me create things that are beneficial to all of you. Plus, I have no life, so it works out. This is a postcard. The math on a postcard is simply this: I would recommend for a data source, not us. Step one. Step one, you need a data source. Got it? Not us. Did I say that? I think Derek heard it. And so I'm going to make this abundantly clear. Not us. Okay. I'm not going to send you an entire county's worth of names. I'm not. So you're going to have to get Realty Track. Thank you, Steve. Not you. Sorry, it made me snort. You're going to need a data source. My recommendation would be title companies. If you're one of the investors in the group, then I would recommend Realty Track or Property Radar. They'll allow you to do dumps of bulk, right? You're going to need 1,000 names, in my opinion, to make a postcard work correctly. That's not what I want you to send out. I mean, good for you if you've got the energy to send out the whole county. It's all public data, so everybody doesn't have to get hung up. Is it going to affect the tagging marketing piece? No. Is it going to affect anyone else sending a postcard? No. You guys don't understand how marketing works. You guys, here's the funny part: guys understand marketing more than women. And I'm not meaning that in a sexist way. More men fish. Okay. When you're doing spam marketing, it's more like fishing. You need to put the bait and the line in different spots to attract a fish. Generally speaking, in fishing, unless you're in the right spot, it's a lot of waiting around until it's found. That is how all traditional marketing and prospecting is done. You're basically looking for a random fish. It's constantly why in the old days I used to use fishing analogies when it came to marketing. They're very accurate, right? The problem you should have with all of this is that it's the result of the response, right? So my opinion is I would send 100 out per week. Handwritten, right? Something you can do from home. Let's say that you were someone who's having a surgery. I actually know a few of our members that are doing that. Remarkably, this seems to be the surgery time of year. A couple of you can do that, right? And so do 100, handwrite them out. On the back of the card, you want to write your name in to where it says your local home advocate. Simple. When you data dump your 1,000 names, take 100. Okay, they don't have to be in any order at all. They'll have a tracking number from either RealtyTrack, Property Radar, or if you get title, you'll get an APN. I want to make this abundantly clear. Put a capital X in your tracking number, either before your initials or after your initials. If I see a postcard lead come through, because I'll know, they always say, oh, I got a postcard. It will. It's how the call center works. I will be very, very, very upset. Are we on the same page? Did I stare into the camera longingly enough? Should I do my Joker smile? Okay. Put an X before your initials or after, whatever the case. Otherwise, I'm going to take the lead. I say that all the time, and Derek and I still go insane trying to figure out who belongs to what initials. And some of you use original shit thinking that if you send it to us, we're going to follow that. I don't. This is why I constantly say it. Can I say this again? If your name isn't on the front page and you got this email or you're watching this video, you're a member. It's not my job to make sure that list is updated, okay? What it means is you're probably not in the Kajabi system, and you should be if you're getting this email and you're watching this video. I've pruned everything, including this email list of who I want and not want, or people that have left, or people that I put out, or people that shouldn't be in this program to begin with. It takes time to update the list. Let me give you an example. Robert and Jenna wanted Robert's email address, right? And it was really hard for me to update the name in Kajabi, and then it takes time to auto-populate. And I know you guys all want it now, right? We live in a now society, but if there's something wrong, like there's some mistakes I made in here. I fixed everybody but Hannah's. She's been with me forever, and I didn't update hers correctly. I did fix Tina Hamlet. Tina had hers wrong. I think it was all one word. Shelly Dithazy had her email and her name. I cleaned it up. And made this into a list. But yeah, going back and doing all capitals and fixing those things. If you guys want your names to be different, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. You go into your profile and you change the names. Those two columns, I'll show you again. If you're in a team, and I know a couple of you are, right? Here's why. That's two different, that's a first name and a last name. First name Robert Zengel, last name Jenna Schottmuller. Did I get it right? Schottmuller. Okay, so if you're not on this list, you need to let us know. Make sure you have a link. Make sure we get you guys signed in and get you guys updated. Got it? Is that good for everybody on why that is? And there's a reason for that specifically based on this piece, right? You're going to put your name here. Notice I didn't give a website. Why wouldn't I do that? It's more credibility for somebody to go on Google and type in home advocates, because that's what they're going to do, and to see us on line one. Easy squeezy. Does that make sense? I'm playing the psychology of this moment. I'm pretty good at that. Degrees in psychology help for something. And marketing. Marketing and psychology are the same. I know that they're going to do a search for home advocates when they get this to check the credibility of who we are. And trust me, line one of Google is going to create a high level of credibility. So if you write your name as the local area advocate, right? And they Google it and they go through and they scroll down and they find you, you've created credibility. They can also call the 800 number under contact us. See? Simple, 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 simple. And if they want to reach you, it says home advocates can be reached right there. See how that works? I did that for you. That's a bonus that isn't really talked about nearly enough when I'm asking people to invest into the system. I'm giving you page one, line one of Google. The old, AMS system with Bartels wasn't like that, even with his websites and things and logos and branding. I'm planning on making our logo and making it available for you guys to get polo shirts, but underneath I'm going to write not our web address, the words Google it. I think they should. I think it builds more credibility. I'm still back on that day when I saw that agent say, Google me, bitch. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it's accurate. It builds automatic credibility. I've seen it time and time again. Okay. So you're going to handwrite in the tracking number. That's why you're doing both of those. And the X can go before or after your initials. I don't care. Either way. And then some kind of unique identifier for you when you send it to them. Underneath, you're going to write their address, hand print. I mean, you can set this all up if you want on Excel and do a merge and do all that stuff. For those of you that are technologically savvy, I'm just telling you, peel off labels and all that horseshit is not going to look good on here. I think you need to make it look personal, and whatever you can do to make it look personal based on the way the marketing pieces are is better for you. So write in their name, write in their address. Don't write a return address. And somebody pointed this out, right? Postcard. It might need a first class stamp, I think Marvin or somebody just said, right? So that is a thing. Okay. Be sure, take all 100 in and hand them over and ask them what kind of stamp, or let them machine run it. I personally think you should drop a stamp. It's more personal. Doing 100, I don't know, it might take a couple of hours to write those out. But for those of you that are stuck in home, right, or not feeling so red hot, I think we have like 3 or 4 surgeries happening right now. I keep doing crazy stuff to myself, and I just, I don't wind up with surgeries. I don't know what that's about either. I'm impervious. The front of the card's pretty straightforward. That is the call center number. Call center script is not going to change. They're going to ask for a tracking number, which is on the back of the card, and they're going to flip it over and give that tracking number. It's about as automated as you can make it. They're going to explain who you are. It's going to build credibility. It's going to be backed up by their Google search. I am hoping you get a 1% to 3% result out of the marketing piece. I do. I really do. I really hope you do. Okay. And it's a hope. I can't definitively say you will. Right? This is spam. Spam is always a 0.5% to 3% maximum. I've never heard of crazy spam numbers. I mean, maybe up to 5% because I don't think anybody's doing this. So I think the name is strong. I think it'll get a search, but the 800 number will qualify that. And there you go. Down below, I'm going to show you guys how to save it once you're on this page. For those that don't know, you want to right click, save as, and that will save it. Got it? Right click, save image as. There you go. You don't need this one. It's just a picture. So there are 2 different fronts, right? the forbearance agreement message, and then the "Are you afraid of losing your home" message. So you could try 100 one way, try 100 the other way. If you get a better response, you get a better whatever. There are also PDFs available for you to download. And this came in from Sally, and I included it because I think you guys should all get it. It's a letter from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Thank you very much, Sally, for sending it along. You might want to peruse it. And as I figured, VA and FHA loans, which are quote unquote under people who are economically diverse. Did I say that correctly? Or people who make less than $99,999. I guarantee that's criteria in this thing. I don't have to look it up, but this is, it looks like they're going to be nice to FHA and VA. I have to go through it, but you might want to peruse it. It's about extending FHA and VA loans. Okay. And that is everything. At this point, I'm going to turn off the recorders, and you're watching this going, I didn't get a link. I didn't make the call. I actually reminded you last night. I reminded you again this morning. I tell you guys when you should attend and when there's serious things to be had, or I'm having a serious mood swing that you all need to be a part of, like last week. And I'm still in a serious mood swing. I don't think that's going to end. Ever. I do need to go train for a fight. Yeah, don't anybody be very surprised when I move to Vegas for a couple of months to go train with Eddie Agan. That should do it. If you have any questions, send an email to Derek@homeloanadvocates.io.